So, when we're listening to a jazz performance, we are the audience. What role then does the audience have in witnessing this, or if I dare say, enjoying this performance of jazz? Well, I think that's really on the part of the performers. I think a great jazz performance has to start with great musicians. Now, here's a problem. What happens if you, the audience, goes to a jazz club and is hearing a novice or student level group, or maybe some charlatans for that matter? You're probably going to hear the music as confused and as not connected and kind of scattered, and have little maybe in your mind to grab onto. I think that's a symptom of a poor performance. And I think the audience should have enough self-confidence to call a spade in this particular situation. If you're not enjoying the music, if you're not compelled by it in some way, if you're not drawn into the music, and granted, you have to pay attention. I mean, you have to give it a little bit of your attention. You have to meet it halfway. But if you do, and if you are listening, again, to great musicians playing this great music, this art music, I contend, then you will have a great experience listening to the music. If, on the other hand, you're listening to a watered-down version, or maybe just an amateurish performance of a particular tune, then you're not going to have such a great listening experience. And you might walk away blaming yourself. I've heard this time and time again. The audience member says, yeah, I went to see this group last night. It was jazz, it was a jazz group, and I just don't know, but I just didn't get it. I just am not smart enough to get jazz, it's just too much above me, I guess. So I'm not going to go see jazz anymore. I don't like jazz. Well, once again, I think you're blaming the wrong person. I think the audience has to get some guts to it and say, hey man, this just isn't working for me. It must be bad jazz. There is such a thing, bad jazz. The word alone doesn't guarantee great music. Again, it's the how someone plays a tune that turns it into great music or a wonderful performance. So that's my take on what makes a great listening experience in the jazz world. Thanks.